Since our singing voices didn't make it to Nashville,
we figured we would use our voices in a completely different way.
we're two friends hanging out, sharing about our businesses,
Our journeys to motherhood, things we love, and making time to do life.
together. This is
Two chicks and a glass. Hey y'all! Hey! We are finally back. I am Lashonda, and I'm one half of Two Chicks and a Glass.
Hey y'all, I'm Angela, and I am the other half of Two Chicks and a Glass.
And we're so
And tonight,
we're
yes,
excited
we
to
are.
finally be back.
Finally.
We've missed a couple of weeks, and we are going to talk about that later. We're going to tell y'all what we've been up to, what's been keeping us from recording, and all of that good stuff. But before we get into that, we have wine and we have special guests with us. I will let them introduce themselves, even though y'all have seen them before. And they're going to be talking about what's in their glass tonight, and it's not wine. I'm just going to give you that hint. So go ahead and introduce yourself. Nick, we'll start with you.
How y'all doing, everybody? I'm Angela's husband, Nicholas Robertson, and I'm glad to be here with y'all on Two Chicks in a Glass.
Hey, Nick.
Yay.
And I am Emmanuel Hollins. I'm Lashonda's husband, and I am also glad to be here.
Hey, baby.
Well, we're happy to have you guys.
We're excited to have y'all. Y'all are always a fun time. I think the people love y'all because you're crazy. And country. I think they like that too. I've gotten a little bit of all that.
Look how Emmanuel's looking like.
Yo,
Really?
He's looking like I'm country. He knows he's
Crazy
country.
and country.
Crazy and
That's it.
country. But Angie, before we move into anything else, let's talk about our wines. Let's talk about your lippy. So I'll start with you. You tell me what you're drinking tonight.
I am happy to, Lashonda. First of all, I am honored to be here tonight. And I am drinking. You guys know that I just like wine. And this is called Cab Suave. Cab Suave. Maybe
Cab
we're going with
Sauv.
that.
Cab
Cab
Sauv.
Sauv.
it's almost like a abbreviation of Cabernet Sauvignon. Got it?
Cab Sauv. Got
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's pretty cool how they got that on there.
It is,
Yeah.
right?
And it's
Yeah.
like a little horseshoe right
It's pretty
here
cool.
for the people who are on YouTube. You can see this. Also, baby girl is right here because we're both here tonight. So you might hear her for a little bit, but then she will be off with the husband. So disclaimer. This is my Cab Sauv.
Say Sauv.
And let me just tell you about it. Okay, I've drank a little bit of it, and it is amazing. It's a Columbia Valley wine from Walla Walla, Washington, and that is an area or region where the grapes were, and it was produced and bottled there. It is. Let's just go into the taste. It actually tastes really amazing to me. Nick noticed that I had drank a little bit of it, and he's like, "It must taste really good to you," and it really does. It's a little bit darker. It does go down well. It's not too dry. It's a little bit sweet. So it's really a great wine to have if you are having a nice Friday night in with your loved one or if you're out and about. On my lips, spring is coming. So I am doing a pop of pink. And to do a pop of pink, what I did was I did a lip liner because the lip liner, it actually makes your lips look a little bit more fuller and it also packs that pigment on. So I did a lip liner first and then I went on with my lip gloss, which gave me a little bit of shine and it's got the nice little bling top. So 2 shades of pink. This one is actually, it is, if you're on YouTube, you can see this. It is called Festival Pink, and then this shade is called Happy Lip Gloss. So that's what I'm sipping, and that is exactly what's on my lips. You can catch that link below if you're on YouTube to go and check out the lips. So, Lashonda, what's in your glass?
Awesome, girl. You did so good. You just powered right through that.
Thank
So
you.
in my glass, I also have a red that I'm drinking. It is a Texas blend. So this is called Tuxedo Red, and it is from Wedding Oak Winery in Fredericksburg, Texas. And the grapes, of course, come from the Texas High Plains. It is, to me, just very I taste a lot of berries in this. So let me get another sip though. So it's a smooth wine. I don't think it's very acidic at all. I taste cherries and blackberries and raspberries. So I get a lot of the fruit off of the top of this. It's one that many male like to drink just around, like around. We don't have to have food or anything with it. So it's a light, easy drinking wine. It's also not very expensive either. I think we paid what, 30, maybe about $30 for the bottle. We enjoy getting Texas wines. This is one that we specifically went back to the winery to get. We had it before and we wanted to go back and get it. There are so many wineries in Fredericksburg. So whenever there's one that we're like, we need to go back and get that one, it's a thumbs up. So y'all try this one. You can go to their website, Wedding Oak Winery, and you can order it from their website and have it shipped to you if your state allows that. So Tuxedo Red, it's a red blend. That is what I have in my glass. And I think that the guys have something in their glass that they want to talk about too. So what are y'all having, Nick? We'll start with you.
Well, I was in the grocery store today, and I've been seeing this little thing about the cocktail that's pre-mixed, and I never get a cocktail that's pre-mixed. Usually, I do my own thing when it comes to cocktails. But I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the Crown Royal mixed with Coke. They got the Crown Royal mixed with cranberry, and I think it's called the Washington, and it's in like a green 4-pack box. And it's one more. I think it's mixed with Crown Black. It's the salted caramel, I think. But what I did was I said I'm gonna give it a try, and I bought the Crown Royal and Coke, and it's 7% alcohol. And I think for a 4-pack it's like $12.99. So if you just think about, if you go to the bar, you buy 4 of them at the bar, you may spend what, $4 or $5 a drink. So I don't think it's bad for $12.99 if it pack a punch. You know what I mean? So what I'm gonna do here for you guys is I'm gonna do a little taste test on this Crown and Coke, and it looked fizzy. I expected it for it to be kind of flat, because when you pour Coke into a Crown or any kind of brown, it kind of flattens out the drink. So let's see how it pour up.
That's a good demo. I mean, I like this.
Man, that thing got some bubble to it, huh? That got some bubble to it.
They might have skipped us on that Crown, huh?
I'm trying to tell you, they must have gave me a splash of Crown. I mean, it's bubbling, man. Look at that. All right, let's do a little smell test on there.
Let's see what it's about.
Yeah, it'll pass the drinking and driving test.
Okay.
You don't smell no alcohol in it. I mean,
Do not drink and drive.
Don't drink.
It has it. The smell of Crown is not there.
Okay.
All I smell is Coke.
Okay.
You
It's
smell?
about the taste, though. It's about the taste.
Yeah, man. Whew, this might be a good drink to eat your food with, because I mean it's all Coke.
You ain't even taste it yet.
Let me taste it. Let me taste it. Let me taste it. Let me give it a chance.
Let me give it a chance.
Yeah, it's very Coca-Cola like. It may be a hint of Crown in it, but guys, turn on the game, got your fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, greens, pour up your Crown and Coke pre-mix, and you got your good drink. Because I mean, it ain't no alcohol in it. I hate to say that, and Crown Royal, please look. I respect what you're doing, but this don't taste like it has a lot of alcohol.
Well, I can tell you that that's normally what they say. When it doesn't taste like it is when it sneaks up on you. So
maybe that's it.
And it's 7%, so it
Exactly.
packs a punch. Probably if you drink it, drink a
maybe
couple.
so. And when you think about a beer, you're talking about 4.5% alcohol in a beer. So it's a little bit stronger than a beer. You know, it's not a drink that you're gonna expect to just get wasted, I would say. You know, but me mixing it though, I'm probably gonna put that much Crown and a splash of Coke. So is it to my liking? No, but I respect what they're doing.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm gonna drink tonight while I watch the game and eat some Rotel.
All right. And y'all just got a recipe. He just showed you how to make a good Crown and Coke.
Crown and Coke.
And we have sushi coming, so it'll be great with our
it'll be
sushi.
great with that
A
too.
splash of Coke.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
All right, babe. What do you got in your glass?
Well, since Nick didn't have a Crown, I guess I would take care of the Crown for you. I have some Crown Royal Black here. And I'm just going to simply sip it off the rocks. No mixes in this.
So have you had Crown Black before?
Never had the Crown Black before.
Okay.
So this is my first time really drinking the Crown Black. You like the Crown Black? You had it before, Nick?
I like it, man. I think it's kind of stout. I think it's 80 proof alcohol. It's pretty doggone good, man. It don't take much.
That is
true. Are you a Crown fan or?
I am a Crown fan.
You are?
Yeah, I like Crown.
Okay.
And that is
I like Crown.
So this little thing is 45% alcohol and it's 90 proof, Nick.
90 proof.
Woo.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this the splash. This is the Crown.
Yeah, that's the Crown I'm looking for.
That's probably like 40 of those.
Yeah.
Smoother than the regular
I
Crown.
feel like it's a little bit more stouter than the regular Crown.
Yeah, it's a little bit more stout.
But I think
And it's darker than the regular Crown too.
And the flavor on the back end, though, is real nice and smooth on the back end.
Yeah.
I can definitely drink that off the rocks without mixing anything.
Oh, okay.
I like
Oh
it.
yeah. So we both on Crown tonight.
All on Crown.
I like that.
I mean, you're to say it's on Crown, but we think it's just Coke.
You can see the little fizz bubbles coming up in there, man.
It's still fizzing?
Still fizzing, yeah.
That's like drinking a strong IPA, basically. I mean, the 7%.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, man, I like it, man. If I'm like I said, man, if I'm at a parade or at a concert or something like that, and I know I'm drinking, I have one of these behind the wheel, but without giving out that strong alcohol taste. And you shouldn't drink and drive. Don't get me wrong, you shouldn't drink and drive, but I know a lot of people do. But I know a lot of people do, but this right here, I mean, I'm not gonna promote drinking and driving. Let me stop talking right now. But it's a good drink. It's all right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wrap that one up, Nick.
Yep. Let me wrap it up.
I think what Nick is trying to say is that drink doesn't pack a big punch. So
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. There you go.
Pack a big punch. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, me and Angie, we enjoy having you and Emmanuel on here with us. We're glad that y'all came to share your Crown Royal with us. I was definitely interested to see how that one was. We've been seeing the videos for it, and Emmanuel got a lot of Crown for his birthday, different flavors. Somebody sent him a gift box, and so this is the first one that we're having out of that gift box. So thank y'all for joining us and sharing and giving some of the men that listen to our podcast a good cognac. You miss cognac?
No, that's
Whiskey.
Oh, a good whiskey that they can drink. So we thank y'all.
all right. Thank y'all for having us, and
Oh, so y'all
I'm,
just with us?
Well, y'all said y'all didn't want to stay the whole time, so we're just, we're allowing you guys.
We see how this goes. We ain't good enough to stay on the whole time.
I thank y'all for the time, and like I said, anytime y'all allow me to pop in, I'll be glad to do so. And I'll just y'all have a good week, and I wish y'all the best.
Thank you, Nick.
We are here.
All right.
Love you.
Love y'all.
Yeah,
love y'all.
There you go.
Well, Angie, the guys have left.
Yes.
Now we can get down to business. So let's discuss. So like I said earlier, we haven't recorded in a while. We've just been like everywhere. It's been so hard to get back on a schedule and, figure out times that work. You've had moving pieces. I've had moving pieces. So what have you been up to? Like, what have you been doing?
Momming, if that's a term. That's what I've been doing. I've been momming. And I will say that I'm so glad that we are back. A lot of people may thought that we were gonna like quit and fall off, but we are back. We're pushing through. We are not quitters. We do this. But and I think it just goes to show that sometimes life makes us get a step back. And for me, it's been more of still adjusting schedules. I've still been doing my Lime Life thing, my business that's growing right now. And that's a really good thing. I've been dealing with a little bit of stress and anxiety. If you are following me on my social media platform, then on Facebook and Instagram, I shared a little bit about the postpartum anxiety that I have dealt with. And, I just always do like to shed a little bit of light to the things that I'm going through, even when it takes a little bit of time for me to bring it out, because it's good and it's healthy to talk about the things that, happen to us. I feel that there's power in that and there's healing in that, but it doesn't necessarily mean that whenever you're going through the storm or it's hitting you hard, that you're ready to talk. Sometimes you just have to embrace it. You have to allow things to happen and know that you're feeling a little bit different. And whenever you start to feel different, or you have these thoughts in your head, or you're feeling sad, or you're feeling just different than you normally are, then I suggest talking to the person that is closest to you. And that's one of the conversations that I had with my husband, was how I was feeling, how I was reacting. And, a lot of my family members noticed that I'm still very disconnected. And in being that way, and in noticing how I am in different situations where, I've tried to expose myself and get out into the social world, and it just brought a lot of anxiety to me. And then it made me like retreat. So just been dealing with that, and I'm finally at a place where I'm comfortable with sharing it, and I'm comfortable with saying that, I'm getting help, and that I'm taking this journey each day at a time. I know that I'm not perfect. I never will say that I am. And I hope that if someone hears this, they know that you don't have to be a perfect person. You can have these thoughts, and you can have these feelings, and you can try to be positive, and then you can still get down in the dumps. So just when you feel yourself getting down, know that you can get help and talk to somebody. So I've just been dealing with a lot of that lately. I've been trying to, honestly, I'm growing because I'm learning a little bit more about myself and how I deal with stressful situations. And I'm enjoying motherhood, enjoying my business. Other than that, I think that's about it.
Yeah, well, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And I agree with so much of what you said. And you and I talked about this a little bit earlier too. Y'all, we always talk like before we record, and we're like, why didn't we hit record? But nonetheless, like, we talked about just being open with the person that's going through this with you, which is our significant others. And so I shared with you that, every day isn't a great day for me. And kind of like you said, we share a lot about ourselves. We speak positivity into the world. And just because we do those things doesn't mean that we don't have bad days too.
Right.
And that doesn't mean that we don't go through things too. Like, one of the reasons that I started speaking was because of depression and anxiety and the way I went through mental health issues. And so we still have those things. They don't just go away. We still work through those. We still deal with those. We're aware of them, and we communicate with the people around us and the people that love us as we go through those things. So I'm glad that we're able to use this platform to shed light on that, so people know that they're not alone. And just because they see us saying and doing these positive things, there are some days that I'm like, this is for me. I post this and I'm like, somebody may need to see this, but this
Yep.
is really for me. Like,
Absolutely.
I need to read this and know this. This is my affirmation. So thank you for sharing that. That's a lot. I know you were like, that's it, but that's a lot to be going through. And we have those days, those ups and downs. So I've had a lot going on too, just busy. And even when I'm busy, I still have good days, I still have bad days. But I was so excited because I talked about this a lot at the end of every episode. We had our yoga retreat. Not only did I have the yoga retreat, so before I go into that, I was actually able to just go home and see my dad. Like, I hadn't seen my dad since July of last year. The pandemic, just prevented us from being able to go back to Mississippi. July is when we actually went to Mississippi and caught COVID. So definitely the thought of going back gave me, a little bit of anxiety, but I was excited to go and see my family. I felt safe. I know there are a lot of people that don't believe in the vaccine or, whatever. I believe in it. My family, my people believe in it. At least my dad does. I think one of my sisters, she don't want to get it. But nonetheless, like, my dad was vaccinated. I was vaccinated. My in-laws were vaccinated. And so I did just feel safer. And I feel fine. I feel good. Like, we went for 3 or 4 days and came home and we feel fine. But I was able to just see my dad. So, and my sisters. And so that was nice. And all of my sisters came, we got together, all of my nieces and nephews, except for one, she had to work, but we all got together for dinner for catfish. Every time I go to Mississippi, I got fried catfish, y'all. Um, so we did that. The yoga retreat was amazing. If you've never seen Johnny Knight Treehouse, look it up, Google it, go on Facebook and put in the Johnny Knight Treehouse. It was the perfect place for our yoga retreat. It was so serene. We did kind of like a little hike, and we did meditation, we did yoga, we had lunch and vision boards and everything. I mean, it was just an amazing time with like-minded women who just wanted to restore and enjoy nature. It was the perfect place for that. So that's the other thing I've been focusing on, is just making sure that that went well, making sure everything was in place for that. Traveling with a dog made the 10-hour drive 12. Mm-hmm. So all of those things. Oh my goodness, we've been like just trying to do more things. Like Mini Mail, we always like date each other and do stuff, but with the pandemic, it's just limited. So it's been limited. So we actually were able to like go to downtown San Antonio and rent bikes, and we did like a Sunday fun day and rode bikes through town and all of that stuff. So we're just trying to figure out a little bit of normalcy, enjoying each other, and not being so restricted, because it's easy to fall into that. And I know that There's still fear right now of everything, things not being safe, or it just not being safe enough to go back out yet or start doing more things. And I'm just trying to stay out of that headspace. Also just growing focusing on growing. That's kind of my main thing. Like I try to pay attention also to just like what I'm feeling, and trying to grow through that. You know what I mean? Intrusive thoughts and stuff like that. So there are good days, there are bad days, but I'm having more good days than bad these days. So that's nice.
That's awesome. Like, thanks for sharing all of that.
Yes.
And I just want to add, like, y'all, when we say we talk, like we've been on Zoom for 4 hours. Okay. So
Yes.
4 hours long. We really talked. We unloaded. I know I unloaded a lot of things. And I feel that normally whenever we like don't have one of these, because last episode we were kind of catching up, and it kind of reminds me of how a lot of our relationships are. That's how Lashonda and our relationship was for a long time, where, we wouldn't go, or we would go for months and months without talking to each other. So once we would get together, oh my gosh, like inseparable for like hours.
Hours.
And then once we separate, one of us may get injured for a moment. And then we're back together. That's kind of what tonight was for us, or actually it's been today. It was more of a unloading and how have you been? What's been going on? Because so much happens in our lives, and it's really crazy to think about. Like, I'm just sitting at home, really, if you really think about it. But so much can really happen in your life when you are sitting at home.
Yeah.
So, I hope that everybody knows that, and knows that our life can still be lived no matter where you are. I am definitely trying to be like, open and putting my toes out there, getting back into socialization, because I so badly miss people. And a lot of people still haven't met baby girl. And I want to relieve a lot of that guilt. But I also want to grow, as you were just saying, and understand that this is a process that I had to go through.
Absolutely.
And it's different, for every single person.
Yeah.
But all of that you shared, I'm so happy that the retreat went well. I saw some amazing pictures, y'all. Go check this out. If you were ever in the Mendenhall area, you have got to go check out that place, because it's beautiful.
Yeah. And you can rent it to stay there. People have weddings there. We had our retreat there. You can do like couples retreats, women's retreats. And it's a full like house. It's almost like a studio cabin. So Emmanuel and I actually stayed there a couple of nights, because it's a tree house, but it's like a full house. So we enjoyed it. It's gorgeous. And I'm just excited that we did it. I'm excited that we had this idea to bring something back to our community. And it worked out, and it worked out so beautifully. I think it turned out better than we thought it would. Like, you set these minor goals for yourself, and I hope people show up, because it's yoga, and being from the South, like, some people think that yoga is not of God, or some people think, oh, I can't do it because it's so hard, or I don't have the body for yoga. First of all, there's no perfect body for yoga. There is no yoga body. Anybody can do yoga. So I was just excited that we tried something and it actually worked out for our community.
Right. You said something big right there. It's like a lot of people get into that headspace where I don't even want to step out and try something, because what if nobody does this, or what if nobody responds, or what do other people think? So that was just like huge. Like, Okay, mic drop on that, because the fact that you guys still showed up, it's all about the purpose and the intent. So for you guys, it's more about bringing something and bringing and being aware and something that's positive, back to our hometown.
Yeah.
And if y'all don't know, we're both from the small little town of Simpson County. I'm just going to call it Simpson County because, yeah, we're going to go with that because Mendenhall, McGee, Merritt, and Simpson and Shivers. Y'all may not even know what that is. So we're just going to go with Simpson County, but it's central Mississippi. And, Lashonda and I, we partner on another project where we are bringing things home there because it's so important for you to take care of where you come from.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of instilled in me, and I feel like for you too.
Yeah.
But don't be afraid to do whatever it is that you want to do, because I promise you, or share what you want to share or whatever, because if it speaks to you, then it will definitely touch the life of someone else.
Yeah.
So.
And it was beautiful. So I'm excited. I'm glad it went well.
Awesome. Well, good deal. I think that is it tonight. We were just going to do a super quick recap.
Catching up, letting y'all know where we've been and what we've been doing. And I did just want to tag on a little bit to what Angie said, which is, this is like something that we both enjoy. And so we are learning to communicate with each other better.
Yeah.
Better as we move forward, because this is something that's fun for us. We love doing it. We love getting on here and chatting with each other and chatting with y'all and sharing a little piece of everything that we're doing. So we're in the process of shifting things a little bit. Instead of doing weekly episodes, we're probably going to be moving to kind of like a bi-weekly episode, just because life happens. And we want to give ourselves enough time to make sure that we are able to get recordings in, and also allow Angie to be a mom, and also allow us to meet for the other projects that we're working on and give time to those projects too. So this is just a way for us to do that. So wanted to let you all know that that's going to be a little bit of a shift that's coming up, but you'll be hearing from us bi-weekly. So don't worry about it.
Yeah. Who knows what the fall may bring? This is summertime.
Who knows? Once we get other things out from under our belts, then we may go back to weekly. So we'll keep y'all updated on that. So Angie, before we close out, do you have anything going on? Anything that you want to share?
Absolutely. You guys, if you are in the market for skincare or makeup, I have like big goals. That is one thing that I've been doing. I've been setting goals. I've started to be more vocal about the goals that I have, because part of goal setting and part of living our lives and part of just having this journey and going through the things that I'm going through, I'm like, if I don't believe in myself or believe that it's possible, then why am I even doing it? So I no longer fear the goal. I am more about processes. So I am on the road to a $150,000 beauty guide. Right now, my goal is to at least reach that by December. And to be able to do that would definitely help my family. We actually have a fund. It's called the Fempire Fund. And the Fempire Fund is with Lime Life, because I'm a Lime Life beauty guide. I am able to earn a share in this fund. What the fund does is it helps entrepreneurs, not just entrepreneurs, women, also women of color, because minority women, they are the hardest women that are able to receive funding for their business ideas. So the fact that Lime Life has this fund for women like just sets my soul on fire, that I'm aligned with the right brand at the right time. And that by aligning with this brand also allows me to be able to get a little piece of the pie. Okay. So from these businesses, and that in that fund, if you sell $150,000 in PRV by a specific deadline, then you are able to earn a bonus share. And this is think of retirement. Think of because in a business like this, you don't have 401k. But this is additional funding that can provide stability for my family. So that's one of the goals that I'm going for. So if you're in the market at all for any skincare or makeup, I would definitely appreciate your support, and I would be honored to help you.
Yay. Well, thank you for that. Good luck with all of that.
Thank you.
What I have for you today is just follow me on social media. You know, I always have my books and my journals that are on sale. My t-shirts are still on sale as well. You can get all of that from my website, lhollinsspeaks.com. You can also go to lhollinsspeaks.com and follow my Instagram and my Facebook from that page as well. So everything is on the website. Click it, go to it, and follow me. And also hit subscribe if you're listening to us on YouTube or watching us on YouTube, listening to us on your podcast, then hit subscribe, hit follow. We would love for you to be one of our loyal listeners.
We appreciate you so much.
Thank you all so much for being patient with us as we go through life and figure this all out as we go through it. So y'all have a good one. We love y'all. Bye.